Welcome back to your intuitive energy reading for the week of March 16th, 2026. Be sure to tune into the podcast this week. On Tuesday, we have Rob Thomas. He's going to talk about wordless connections, which was a great conversation. Lovely man. And then on Thursday, it's going to be a surprise podcast because we had a cancellation. And so now we're going to wing it. So, anyways, that's the podcast for this week. The cards for this week that I chose are the Secret Oracle by Ravynne Phelan. And let's see what they say for the energies of this week. So the first card is cause and effect. So what I'm picking up from this cause is card is that we really need to be paying attention to the cause and effects that are happening around us. So when things are happening this week, you can reflect on that a little bit to say, why is this happening? Is there something that I have put into motion for this to happen? And that doesn't always mean a negative thing. That can be certainly a positive thing as well. That we just are looking at the cause and effect of different things and where we're going. And sometimes this weighs really, really heavy on our minds because there's a lot of blame, it feels like this week. And it feels like there's a lot of different things that are, it's like, I'm just feeling like there's too many things in the air and there's a little bit of chaos there. So it's a reminder too to ground yourself down when things are happening and just really, pay attention because what we put out comes back. And so that's good, good or bad. So the next card, it is time. So what it's saying is now is the time. Now is the time to jump on the energies. And we know that this being a fire horse here, that the energies are very much about moving quickly and jumping on opportunities. And so if the right opportunity comes up, what this card is saying is now is the time to jump into that. What have you been like? Your wheels have been going in your mind, as you can see, even in the card. He's got the wheels going in his mind. So it's like all these cogs are starting to come together and create some really good things. And so we need to jump on that. It's talking about, I know this isn't the full moon, but it is talking about, bringing the energies that we have done in the full moons into what we really want. It's also about really talking about what you want to see happening. So that is the message with that. And then have faith. This is really interesting because these cards remind me a lot of last week where it was talking about timing and trusting. And so again, it's talking about that. It's saying, it's like in this picture, it reminds me almost of a baby with a parent. And it's like the baby trusts that we're going to feed it, that we're going to nurture it, that we are going to do the things that we are supposed to do to make them be successful. And so what this is saying to you is it's like have faith that the universe and the divine source and your God, who however that is for you, is going to be providing you what it is you need to do. This is a co-creation thing. So we are walking hand in hand with the divine. And so we are creating these things and we just need to have a little bit of faith because it feels really like a emptiness and a heaviness that things aren't coming as quickly as we would like them to go. And it is talking about just having a little bit of faith that it is out there. So the next card is a choice to make. Okay, so getting down to business. We have a choice to make. What is it going to be? We can't sit on the fence anymore with this. It's like there's been things that are happening around, and it's like all of a sudden there's just a fire under your butt that you need to make a choice. So it's do I take the job? Do I not take a job? Do I quit my job? Do I, stay at my job? Do I move? Do I stay put? Am I in a relationship? Do I, stay in the relationship? Do I leave? Whatever it is, do I sign this contract? Do I not? Whatever it is for you, it is telling you that now you have a choice to make. And there is that fire. And it's interesting because it's the fire of the dragon in this case. But again, with it being the fire horse here, it's really talking, now is the time. And this choice is something that you have to make immediately. So and then balancing your energy. So through all of this, just remember to balance yourself out. Um, I love big animals. So for me, this is a very balancing card because I gain a lot of power and just knowledge and mysticism looking when I look at big wild animal, like wild cats. And so this is really talking to you about balancing your energy out, because when we have a very chaotic time and we're going through a lot of pressures of deciding what to do and acting quickly on things that we need to be doing, our energy really gets out of alignment, right? Because we're trusting our gut. So a lot of times our solar plex chakra is really well engaged, and maybe, our minds are really well engaged. So, our crown chakra is, and then maybe we're not speaking our truth, and maybe we're not grounding ourselves down. So this card is inviting you to do that, to really balance out your energy, to really look at the black and white of situations, to get out into some nature, to really pull into you, however you pull in that power, to pull into that power for yourself so that you are balancing the energies for yourself this week. So those are the messages that I am getting for the week of March 16th. Hope you have a magical week. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you on the next one.